Good morning, everyone. It is Valentine's Day, and I figured it's quiet. It's early in the morning. We're just gonna settle in, and we're gonna have a little romance in the air, but of course, you see, we have to attach to something that we're already involved in streaming, so Hooked on You seems to be a fantastic choice. So we're going to see how love goes in the Dead by Daylight universe. I have never touched this game. I am actually kind of... Ooh, got some thighs. I am terrified, but we're going here. Yep, new file. What do we call it? We're just going to go with tree. All right. Please don't ask me why this sounded like a good idea. We're going with it though. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You've no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you come from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time. An eternity if you catch my drift. Oh, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Tree. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then. As I was... As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Curiosity is going to kill me. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There is no body, just the head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice gold coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Nah. No thanks. Look, I'm at level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? You just give it back? No. Psh. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Hello. Yeah, it looks a lot better than it usually does. She is still in pieces, but a little sharp. You gotta look out for the trapper. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. But can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they're putting out there. And hello, Ninja. How are you doing today? So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. I am gladdened to hear that. Hopefully recovery continues to go well. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monsters lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. God bless medication. Drugs help with everything. Drugs? What do you do? Toss it back. It's your ball. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay! It's natural. Try hard much? Ugh. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Kira, Lily, hello. Yeah, it seemed like a... Okay, it just seemed like a game to stream on this day. It was either this or Cloud Meadow, and I don't want my channel getting canceled, so we went with this. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. No, I haven't. This one, my lovely wife has a collection of similar games, so yeah. Don't be scared, Train. You were made for this. Well, geez. If the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I'll have to go take a look at that later. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Oh. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Okay, here's the question. There are only 4 of them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sun chairs. Or sunbathing stations, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. It's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? Yeah, excuse my terrible Russian accent. I'm going to try to give each of them some kind of inflection. But, me. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill him or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Tree, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz and it'll be very important later. Shit. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself. Like chipmunk or grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Okay, this is actually a question that I have pondered, and giving my position as a dealer at a casino, it would be to rewind time about 12 seconds. Not useful in a vast majority of situations, but massively beneficial if you're, say, playing blackjack one-on-one with the dealer each hand. But that's just me. Yeah, flight. Of those three. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Mathematics or science easily. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Okay, let's see. No, we'll go with cats. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? Green, motherfucker. Yeah, we'll go with red then, fine. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? Yeah. There you go. Might depends on how gangrenous it is. Takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Best flavor of ice cream. Well, you know, the Irish mint that I made was really good. So was the maple walnut. But let's see what arbitrary choices I have here. Vanilla, chocolate, or horse flesh? I got vanilla. My favorite flavor is pain! Same. Same here. Mine's vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, that reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Nah, I'm still going vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right, I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I will not be bowed by your bullshittery. A rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Yeah, well, shit. How far back does this throw my ass? Okay, let's... Gotta catch up and actually agree with the narrator voices. Average. Light. We're going with the same answers, but we'll just agree with the damn narrator voice at the end. I can just hold down to skip quickly. Fine, mint chip. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that you know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jesus, like she was downright murdered by society, she hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. Okay, yeah. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Choices. I'm pretty sure Lily knows where I'm going. Oh. I hate that I interrupted the game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with the nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. What the fuck is that pose? Are we channeling Team Rocket here? Is that what we're getting at? We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our jobs. The most you can do is help us get off this Dwight? Yes, pardon me, please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No. No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off the island. Oh, right, that. Yeah, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't have quite the charm this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I already made this decision. It's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring and Trapper is so predictable. Rely on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be sitting duck in middle of open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from elk. Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff? Killers resume their place at the volleyball court and resume the match they were playing before you arrive. Hey, fancy lemonade? I see you're working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands you lemonade. Oh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win? Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them, or not talking about them, and if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Gee. Okay, I think, yep. Huntress? Oh, shoot. Huntress overheard you. Ah, you got your eye on me. Flattered you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky, you barely see me at all. Look at what you're doing here. Hard to miss. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on the island, right? Oh jeez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Wow, what a game. It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers usually don't have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. Totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. What the fuck is going on with his wrist? I mean, it looks like he's got pseudo Wolverine claw that decided to just shoot straight out of his forearm and is bulging the back of his hand. Like, what? I'm not the only one seeing that, am I? Like, Jesus fuck. Well, it is Dwight, so he does get a lot of wrist action. You should really make a move. Life is short. You can get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem. Carpe PM. Carpe nauem. Go ahead. Chat up one of them. So which killer caught your eye? We already know the answer here. Get over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like? How thin is her goddamn ankle? Like... Jesus. Also a hell of a bunion there on the side of the foot. Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Yeah, see here? Here, ankle? That makes sense. That is the, you know, generally good proportion for the rest of the leg. Huntress blushes a bit beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. And now her ankle looks like it's crawling up her calf? Or did her feet get huge in this one? Yeah. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. You know, now that I've started like spotting odd anatomy quirks, I'm like looking over every pose. Never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You will never know who's coming for you through the brush as fast as they can. Oh, damn it, I accidentally clicked. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand. You're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Yeah. What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine the two of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. Ooh. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a cave, slick with dew, shimmering in moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves awaits us there. Friends? Enemies? Dinner? We look into each other's eyes, then back a pack of wolves, and together we all howl. Oh! It sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball? Not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has hunter's instincts. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court 3. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. Like elk? Need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigame consists of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer when over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you lose. To achieve perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat? I'm ready. Show 'em what you got. Up too soon. Oh, that was perfect? Oh, okay. Ah. Not bad. Ha! I got an achievement, casual minigamer. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. I mean, could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am, and you got 9 points. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into attention. Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity. Okay. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Surprising. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Okay. I thought she was Spirit. Who the fuck is Trickster? Oh. Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, you don't call him Expectedster? I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey, you're looking good, Tree. Real good. I love how he's got an inflatable bat. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Okay, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Trapper won't sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Huntress and Trapper cannot sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal is prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Holy shit, I agree with the Trapper on something. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Tree, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Well, he's right for a change. Cause I am, with my broadaxe, is perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least, it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is! I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it into second death. Hey Tree, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Have you seen like 90% of the Wraith? Jeez. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Okay. Slice. Oh, I missed. That one was okay. There we go, that one was good. And I missed again, shit. Let's see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mass killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mass and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about dead is not having to eat. That's one thing. Think about it, Tree. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I apologize. It's not the food or the company. I'm just super conscious how I look when I eat. Okay. I just pretended to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if I made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping down their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you are, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. Gotta hand it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm just following in the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I get to know who they are as person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me, or me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But I was just gonna narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful. Mask. Your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You can do anything. Own an Etsy store, be it Jesus Christ, that ankle and foot. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see memories flicking across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Yeah, we'll take it. When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky sensually, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around. You goddamn right. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted with just these personal questions. Kudos to you. Thank you. You're welcome. There's this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in the clearing once. That doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind the Huntress's mask. So cute. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip. Probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who's definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? Chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky, take the barrette off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. I don't see where it is, but alright. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets, she touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Honestly, food. Start talking to me about food. She gave me jerky, it's all good. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped on this strange island. The food doesn't work? Literature does it for me. Love reading. Love new books, good experiences, fun authors to pursue and peruse. But, I'm wondering where this strain of inquiry came from, Lily. I thought you already had the interest of a man. Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend to each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. It's strictly slotted in for after camp time story. At this rate, we'll be late. Well then... The fuck wrong with him then? Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. It's hard for me to understand how he couldn't have interest in you, Lily. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Ooh. Go, go, go! Once everyone's together at the pirate pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. Yeah, tell me about it, Ruth. On that note, taking a drink. So, you know, being the income for the family, I can understand coming home from work and just wanting to relax, right? You're tired, you're sore, mentally frazzled. But, like, especially since you haven't had Valentine's Day, there's no there's no like guide or formula for any individual because each relationship is unique in its own way. I know my love language and my wife's, we don't match up very well. My particular ways of showing affection are through doing things. Quite often that comes down to cooking something for my wife. Like for her birthday, I made onigiri for her from scratch. She loves Asian food, so that's what I ended up. Also, he might be just a lot like I am. I don't put a lot of stock into holidays. It's hard for me to get excited for Christmas, for Valentine's, for just about anything besides a birthday, because those arbitrary days on the calendar for doing a thing like Valentine's Day itself, we're supposed to use this as the day to show our love and affection and joy for the person that we want to be with. But I try to do that every day. So this one particular day, I will try to do something a little more. But it's hard for me to, especially with, capitalism as it is, be able to get anything done beyond just the actions of my own hands. I just talked myself in a fucking circle, didn't I? Ifimu is a highly logical thought pattern. Like, things make sense all the time. There has to be systems and functions and reasons. He could very well be in the same spot I am, that it's just hard to care about the day. So, talk to him. I explained that though it might not mean anything to him, it means the world to you. 'Cause that's exactly what my lovely wife had to do with me, because I just a dunce motherfucker. As intelligent and capable as I am, I needed her to tell me that it meant something for her. And yeah, after work, it sucks. You're tired. You had the option. You don't want to, but also, I want my partner to be happy and know that I love her. I'm sure he's that way too. Because sometimes following the guide and dropping hints, we're dumb as shit and we're dense as cement. Throw a brick. And this has been Relationship Advice with Tree Sunder. Alright. Only one person gets to share. Who will decide who? Of course it's gonna be me. Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. You realize it's probably you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole... Hello. Jack decided to come and invade the desk space and disconnect the microphone for a minute. Here, you're on my lap now. Hi. Yes, that's my beard that you're looking at. You don't have to. Promise. Stop it. I'll give you some scritches if it'll keep you from destroying the recording equipment. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going with a cat licking my beard. Fine. Whatever. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anyone here ever happened on a schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick. And then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Got an achievement? Not sure what it was. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Tree, what do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Okay, so... My immediate thought was, let's listen to the Huntress. But, on second thought, if we let someone else tell a story, we can cuddle up with the Huntress. And, fuck you. Maybe, we're gonna listen to the spirit. Whoa, the entire experience of being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in the front of the campfire. Well, let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can sit down. And Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask while Trapper and Wraith take their seats. They know when it's worth fighting, and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hota, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. Jack, please stop rubbing on the microphone filter. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery, as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Hi, Jack. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, No fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hota confronted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. As the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hota was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hota. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hota watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hota, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again and again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise, promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hota leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hota and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hota gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed of what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of the doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hota had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire up in the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. The game is supposed to be a lighthearted romp, please. I said do something! We're gonna take the Shia LaBeouf approach. You stand up and clap once, and then after a beat again, slowly building a dramatic group clap. Ray stands next to you and claps. No one else does. Spirit floats off as the clapping slows to a halt, which happens almost immediately because it was slow to begin with. Usually they're much more disturbing. More disturbing than that? No. You don't regret picking Spirit to tell the story for tonight, but you have excuse me. You have to admit to yourself that even on the strangest day of your life so far, that you can remember at least, you still weren't prepared for that. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Yeah. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from all these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's so far up his own ass. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about the make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. Fog that follows me around. I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you should learn something new every day, even when you're a narrator. You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I just wanted to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, nor metaphorically, or any otherically. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue, your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge! Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. It's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yeah. Yes, I do believe you. The way you told the story clearly came from someplace deep. Ooh. Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you? If you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe the answer to the spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Wonder what's in that spirit's fog. Sorry, didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in the cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she's... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Sorry kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, like being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. Never forget your towel. And don't panic. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story and the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type who will you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Alright. Here we go. Doesn't stop. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing ponies. Examine it inside, you might adjust the dial and fix it. 102. Oh, this is gonna get loud. Turn it off. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Boop. Just wonder if I can get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. More than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. If Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in piping hot mug of water. Try it. The fact that the huntress has a delicate teacup with a chip on the side of it, I love it. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. This one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterward? I'm just saying. I'm out here, you know. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the huntress right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Are you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Maybe even sleep well, if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe, you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Oh god. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, that didn't any bloodshed, or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as win no matter what happens. What do I think of newcomer? Oh, do I have to say I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in woods until she was skewered by elk and I had to wash entrails off my servant. That being said, other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's tough nut crack. Hard, not tough. Meanwhile, Spear just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill and Trapper. Ugh, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Eesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer to make me think I might be missing out on some huge part of thing called life. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. I'd have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I've got to learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Achievement unlocked. Still alive. Oh, good God. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. The fuck are those then? How do you feel? Great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out at the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. Thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Today is an important day. I only regret that it won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. You want to ask him how to reach the other island now. Never mind, he left. Well, at least you brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! The hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. I was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Excuse me, even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Tree. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I've been having a lovely time. It's been really entertaining. I'm not suspicious there's no option. Lovely time. Lovely. We love to hear that because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again and again and again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this. And I keep looking at that wrist. Please sign this non-disparagement agreement. No. No, I will not say anything negative about the island. You have my word that I, Tree, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect! Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Hey, Tree, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. Oh, damn it. I accidentally clicked. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Oh, we've had one breakfast, yes. But what about second breakfast? Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. Take your plate and sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did. Okay, I gotta stop. That is... Any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding, I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your... Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart. Something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill. It's softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe indigestion from all the raw beef she had last night. Ah well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? Or did... I did, or should I say did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on the account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, like too much fun, and that would be weird, but a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. Well, see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay as in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Oh, is he getting pegged? Nice. Fuck. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what. Just like that. Exactly. Jesus. You know, usually I have to like stretch for the sexual innuendo, but thanks, behavior. This is right. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster Brain suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. So what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We have 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact spot we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Because it's a vestigial organ from evolution. Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, tree. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure that your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Into the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. You're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. It's no tree at all. It's, hey babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What about you? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, yeah, I'll give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes her an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. And you don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends, just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that the guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah yes, Huntress, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. Hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course you washed up on the island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Wraith interjects. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and yeah, I mean, not like the weird dream, but I don't know. I want to tell you about it, but maybe hang out with me today? Why am I so bad at this? No worries if not, I guess. Huntress seems pretty great too. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. No! You demand to see life's managers! You take these lemons back! I don't want your damn lemons! And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Boop. I gotta go with the Huntress. Whee! Achievement unlocked. Forest friend. Nice. You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Yes, it actually is. It's used most often to describe something that has a deep resonance, like the plucking of a string on a wood instrument. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Yeah, that's what this whole fucking game is. Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Is it the generator out back with a light over the top of it? Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need invitation? Are you a vampire? No? Oh. Is it just me or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. Come in. Let's explore. Explore? This is lovely! You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but has a certain homey charm. Creepy? My god, this looks great. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed, she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from a foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets line the mantel. Something tells you the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be the Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? Yeah, I learned to like this. The whole place, it's quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hand. I know you like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. Can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on this island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have an interesting backstories and whatnot. Little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Tree? Huntress considers a sore beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices of the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you in Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? The fuck? You know what? Whatever it is. Wait. Clean the blood out of my shashka. Is that just the clothing? Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else. You will hack away at the attack crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. Ones you miss go scurrying to the hiding holes. Huntress turns gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before damn it, sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start family one day. What about you? With the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. Good answer. You'll never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine the giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive. Then went back to cottage and mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't you get feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no. She's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares. Visions of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick! Validate her theory or try to push it off. Yes, validate. You're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? Been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Oh, that's the same symbol that's on the coin. Before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. God damn it. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement at all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Oh God. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really rich. Think of how cozy we can get in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Wow. Trapper's a real deal, and by real, I mean really, and by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? No. That life isn't for me, bro. Very impressive you can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? It's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman with a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't want to go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver. Oh shit, he is! I'm not going Emperor Palpatine. Thanks but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. You run back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think a life leave your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion. Even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you, but I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Trapper leaves you and you turn to the Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. He's just gonna stay in there all night? Shall we continue our date? Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the force has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not to get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper, pulling move like that. I'm so glad you chose me though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair, animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Whee! Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in the meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. Mellifluous voices floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. Oh God. Not bad. Not bad. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, not bad. Tag. You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You're trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? So good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to relax and just have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. He's not wearing any. Sometimes I find young girls in the woods. Little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark. You feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we're here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just for time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. You can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. Oh God. I have woken my wife with my dating sim. I am going to be wrapping up here in just a couple minutes. Because my voice can't take much more of this. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time, so just believe me, they're all here, just as sexy and demented as you remember. With your love on the line, everyone's being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like a big slong shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up.
I'm not dating the hunt.
I'm dating the hunt. Yeah. Have you seen her thighs?
Huh?
Ah. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank! Rare. Salt. Pepper. No sauces left. And serve it with one single piece of broccoli. so Wraith won't complain. Hold on. Hello, Shiori. You are being restrained. Where's the dumb boy? I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. But wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Brush with death. Huntress's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to delicious sound of crushing crustacean. That would never have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb of the other kind. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Please be so kind as to allow us follow us to the fire pit. We greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. Everything go all right, Lily? And welcome back. Finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes the way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. No, went on a date with Huntress, got interrupted so that Trapper could walk out of the waves and try to whisk me off to his yacht, and I generally told him to stuff it. And he said it kind of made him want to carve my liver out, but he respected me for being honest, and then walked back into the ocean. Almost got killed by crabs. Oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades? Boggle? I love Spirit's face there. Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to be here. Hear me, get out of here, Wraith. Tree was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Yeah, tell a story. I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, what type of story do you want to tell? Let's be cute. They poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or dating about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. He'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. It's soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across the campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who's wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Going with Huntress this time. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for a night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the women, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot. I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill toward the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women till they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourine. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into night and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. Help! I cannot stop dancing! He cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin color algae, a rusalka. Her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider these your punishment. Man cried out, but it wasn't me. Someone must pay, the Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. It's not all that. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been best blessed with a fruitful womb, and possibly some candy for the road. Damn, does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. Well, story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling. I don't know, I might have some almond joys over there. Later. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment. It builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Tree, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid any small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know what we need to get back to? That thing we were doing whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why do you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. But you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Only double? Fucking slackers. Okay, let's see. If I honestly wanted a sequel to disappear, what would it be? Can I just say the prequel of the Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3? Because all of those could just be blighted from existence. I never watched any of the Twilight movies. I haven't watched any of the Candace Hunter? Did I volunteer myself for tribute? I have no idea. Was it Batman Forever with the nipples? The bat nipples? Hunger Games, that's the one. Yeah, never seen any of those. I mean, there've been just like bad movies. Like the Aragon movie that they made, that they say is based off the book. That was just atrocious and shouldn't exist, but it's not a sequel. And like, the second Short Circuit movie was, in my opinion, much better than the first. Johnny number 5. Haven't watched those either. I don't watch very many movies. I got it. The second live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Or another one, Mortal Kombat 2. That was Mortal Kombat Annihilation is what it was called. The first one was okay. The second one, they had a bigger budget and it looked shittier. Anyway. There's a few that we could throw out there for you, Dwight. Except for Spirit. She doesn't She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities all have to be set next to a literal fire must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded 3 after, it should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. You're goddamn right. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed to comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. You know here, Grognak. I'll be sitting in the shade, drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore, except that entire fucking statement is their game. Are you shipping Grognak? Is that what we're doing now? It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Oh shit, that was Trapper. Hold on. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetites, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment. You could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going? You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying. You may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Boop. You know I had feeling you picked me. You've got good taste. And I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much before in your life. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you into something special. Hey, Huntress is fun. Especially, have you seen just how people get absolutely flummoxed and freaked out when they're just chilling there, completely outside your terror radius, and a hatchet just comes whistling through the air and slaps them while they're working on the Jenny? Oh, it's glorious. Not that I would know. You and Huntress whisk yourself away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and craft supplies? And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. What in the sun-baked blight flower is this? Were to drug you into some sort of state in which you'd be operated on, these slayers would certainly hide the poison. Therefore, besides becoming Huntress's little toy, the conclusion is bombs away, you goddamn right. Pound the drink. It's quite nice. I'm thinking about making you a present, a mask. Would you be into that? Of course, I've always admired yours. What do you like? No, I wouldn't want a rabbit mask, because then I would just be copying her. It wouldn't... Anglerfish just sounds derpy. We'll go cat. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. I guess I... And though I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone, in my skimpy pajamas. No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least. You kids. Soon. Huntress, you got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors? Maybe? Just a thought? Making more masks? Oh, wait. Making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. On the roundup, be careful what you wish for on Murderer's Island. Dwight, I need your help doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind, meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms? I picked a lot of them. I'm very familiar with which ones make for a great soup base and which ones will make you super dead. I show you 2 mushrooms. You point that one that's safe to eat. Okay, it sounds easy enough. Oh. Won't result almost instant death. That looks like Chattanel. Okay, Chattanel it is. Bad. 1 out of 3. Maybe like your answer's in. Oh great, not all around, but only takes 1 poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. I mean a lot. It means a lot that you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin such as myself. You know, Bumpkin, you're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Huntress leaps on you, knife to your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry, but also turned on. This is pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice says. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over quickly so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Tree chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order. which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if the case is a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Tree, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. Not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hit a spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of a god, die, and be reborn anew. That it? You're not intrigued by that. I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with the Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you at least want to specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Tree privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if we can just whisper it to Tree? Wraith considers for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. Kind of thing where we'll really bond. I am worried that he would turn me into his bell. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. Done? Is that it? Wraith nods. Proud. Great! Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmosphere breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. And boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you have to poke me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already you're going to pick me. You're goddamn right. Confident. Mysterious. I like it. And time's up. You dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about these swoon-worthy options so you're ready to make a choice. Come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? Gosh, how could I forget? Before we run off slumber party, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time. I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs are there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Ooh. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer. But can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Trapper. That's not even a fucking competition. Spirit is kind of standoffish and just wants to get revenge. Wraith is trying to figure shit out. Huntress is being goddamn adorable, and Trapper is a chode. I mean, say at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Wraithy might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems it might be an uglier crier. I'm sure she might pretend to be okay, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you. Which sociopath are you eliminating? Get the fuck off. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. You personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally going to do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, it's a win-win for both of us. Still, I kill you though. Out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open. And have fun on your day tomorrow. Now you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should get some shut-eye. Don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize and might not get to go home with Tree when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated party home with the Trickster Body Pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster might not hug you back, but definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing that you're done? Not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know this too. Schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. Yeah, me too. So fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Tree? Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm a giant rage monster. So everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I get eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not part of this, you don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine, I'm my own machine. The whole thing is pretty cute though, charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish it wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing a new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that was about them. Don't worry. I'm taking your favorite established characters from all your pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost, don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface, come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See Roundtree, you two, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water, how are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet now, it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay. Rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to your left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How's it, you know what? Don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. We got something to confess? Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've even felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity. The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment, let my soul be free, and please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, somebody is bound to say something crazy. Anyway. Seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Okay, I have been talking non-stop for 2.5 hours. Jesus, what a pain in my life. Yes, I don't trust autosave because no one should trust autosave. Okay, we are going to call it here. I want to thank everybody for showing up this Valentine's Day stream. Lily, thank you for being here. We're going to drop in on... Oh, who's it? We'll drop in on Warp. He's currently playing some Mech Warrior for a few people. But hey, it's always good to, you know, scoots along. I might pick this up again to keep going on the storyline. Definitely not for at least a couple days to give my voice a chance to rest. Hope to catch everyone on the next go round. Off, no stream tomorrow, but we'll be picking it up again the day after that. I'll have a good evening. Goodbye. Take care.